Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. Another Tuesday deals. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, let's pitch deals. These are the best off-market deals. If you see them posted, they're posted by us. We have a lot of connections with a lot of park owners, park managers, direct other investors, sellers, etc. The point of these calls is always to present you with the best off-market deals. If should anybody be interested, you're always welcome to email us directly. You can drop a comment. We can connect with you on here as well. If any of you has a deal to present, think you have a deal, or simply want to sell a mobile home. I was talking to a direct seller. She's going to be a direct seller at the end of July. She said, can I just come on your call and pitch my deal? Yes, you can pitch your home. That's what the call is about. And don't forget, we have this, these calls are recorded and to get posted on our social media come tomorrow morning. If you all do not follow Let's Do Deals Facebook page, you need to go find that group and add it on there as well. So Instagram is rolling on here. So and definitely add us on there, because we do put a recap every Wednesday morning about 10 in the morning. So anybody that does pitch a deal on there, we will also put a recap on that. Then you can also come in and comment whatever it is that you have, put your information, your email, phone number, whatever you like. That's the point of this call, is to all of us connect. Let's all win, succeed together, right? With that being said, let me go ahead and go to my spreadsheet here. I know we got a couple. I've spent all day out in the field today. I didn't do as much as I wanted to. Of course, never enough time, right? But I spent a lot of time. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that before we get started. So, one of the things that we're working a lot heavier on right now is titles. Unless you're in specific states like Alabama, now we do cover the whole Southeast, South North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. Now we are going to expand. We're getting into Mississippi, Texas, probably by the end of this year. I know we keep talking about that one there. So a lot of things that go hand in hand before we do all the above. But I got an announcement for you all at the end of the call that I think is going to speed up how quickly we get into other markets. That being said, I cannot tell you where every other state only you can work off only bill of sales per se. Alabama, I know for a fact you can move them, you can register them, you can do any and everything with the bill of sale. I don't think anybody has a title, but you can't do that in Georgia. In Georgia, bill of sale does not replace title. And most of today I spent out getting bonded titles, getting all, it's a breakdown. And I'm doing all this hand in hand myself, because this is how I'm able to coach you all. I put a reel a little while back about the bonded titles, the process, all it takes, etc. And I've gotten blown up by that. So much that at this point we have included that to our shadow event, which we'll talk about in the end as well. It's one more topic that we're going to coach you on. If you know how to get titles, bonded titles, okay, that is huge. That is huge. A lot of people are trying to sell mobile homes left and right, but one of the keys is to negotiation is that if they do not have a title, that is an immediate reduction. And I'm talking half or more. You cannot sell me the same mobile home somebody else is selling me with a clean, clear title. You don't have one. Why? You misplaced it. You don't have it. There's all these issues. I don't know all the about, but I'm going to have to take a lot of steps. And as of today, we have completed over 7 bonded titles. It is a process. Let me tell you, it is a process. Not as expensive as I thought it would have been, but still is an expense to it. Okay, it's part of the investment, but it is the time allocation that is taken. It is taking a lot of time. So, but again, this is how we live and learn. And I know they're always changing the rules, regulations. They're always updating something. Now, today's date, 7 years ago when I started investing in mobile homes, not a lot of people were doing it. It seemed like a lot more low key per se. Today, everybody's doing it. And because of that, a lot of times too is, that's where you got more eyes on, if you will. Texas counties, they're focusing a lot more on mobile homes. There is more mobile homes being moved these past couple of years than I've ever seen. So, stuff like that kind of obviously that gets highlighted. So, they're really pushing for a title. That being said, okay, we will have a coachings on that, but we'll talk a little bit more on there. Let's go ahead and jump on the Let's Do Deals, which is what this call is about tonight. If any of you do not have the spreadsheet, send us an email. Let's see. Anybody coming in, if you can, just mute yourself to avoid a little noise. I'm going to mute a couple of people on here.
Okay.
All right. If you do not have the spreadsheet, send us an email. We'll send you the spreadsheet, this same very spreadsheet that we work off. It's a very simple Excel. Okay, I'm not going to give you the backstory on that one tonight, but it is the same one that you will get. You can take your time and look at all the deals on your own time. Best way to surf it is the bottom left. scroll. All those are deals, opportunities, potentials, right? You're looking for a deal. I don't know where to find one. There you go. You got a rows of list of them. So we'll go through some of those here in a few minutes. This is our top sheet, always are updated, top right corner, anything that's coming available, anything new that just came available. Areas where we need mobile homes. This is if you have any mobile homes, and this is especially perfect for any wholesaler, bird dog, somebody getting into mobile home investing. If you're finding mobile homes in these areas, especially those that need to be moved, bingo, give us a call, send us an email, because we need a lot of inventory, and we have a tab specifically on every city of where we need the mobile homes, and we are talking hundreds in some areas. Fact for today, I'll wait for the next deal to be ready. That's humor more than anything. Fact, you're never ready. You simply take action and figure it out later. You know, one of the key tips to being an entrepreneur is say yes today and figure it out tomorrow. You're never going to be ready. Okay. It's never okay, I'm fully set and ready to go. Let me tell you something about trying to get ready while learning through education. Okay. And I like to think I'm a fine coach, but there's only so much I can teach you behind a screen from a book. When you get out there, you take your first investment. That's your real teacher. That's going to teach you a lot of, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, but till you figure it out, because you never stop as an investor. As an entrepreneur, you always keep going. So you're never really ready. All right. So today we have a double wide. We have not added as many deals on here. Like I said, we're traveling a lot, and you're going to hear little reasons as to why we're traveling a lot towards the end of the call. So make sure you stay tuned. But there we go. Didn't say I know we added pictures. So Salem, Alabama, talking about Alabama, no title, okay? No titles. It's a double wide. You're supposed to have dual or one combined, no titles, which means that you can move it around in Alabama, but you cannot bring it into Georgia unless you go get a bonded title, okay? There you go. Let me add to that real quick, why I think it's such a huge thing to know how to get titles. One, you need to know that process anyway, but if somebody is given a mobile home for free, a lot of people are passing up on it because there is no titles. Knowing how to get titles, you immediately become a problem solver. The bigger the problem, the bigger the pay. Remember that, okay? So here we got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. We did not add the size to it. I'm not going to guess on this one. I want to say 28 by 60, but there I go guessing. So we'll confirm that in the morning, and we'll post it on here. It is an 85 model. Yes, it does need to be moved. No major, we can upload quite a bit of pictures. So no major issues that I saw. A couple. There was one bathroom that had a ceiling issue. It looked like maybe where the fan is at. That tends to be a weak area for mobile homes. I do not see a picture on that. But overall, as you can see, it is solid. It's an older mobile home, but it checks out for sure. The ceiling is one of the things you pay attention to for any leaks, any damages. Like I said, one of the bathrooms I saw, the third bathroom spare, had an issue on that. The outside, I'm not a fan of this siding that they use on these mobile homes. Never been. I prefer metal on metal. That's my very favorite, whether it's single wide or double wide, metal on metal. But a couple little damages that you see on here, but nothing major, of course. So any of you just joining us on Instagram, good evening. It's another Let's Do Deals Tuesday, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my phone is blowing up. I hope y'all, if anybody can't hear me, okay, let me know. We got quite a bit of background noise. Okay, we're good. Sunday coaching call. You know, every Sunday at 8 p.m. we have a coaching series. We started that years ago, and it just kind of carried on. Every Sunday at 8 p.m. we're coaching. And this Sunday, apparently Zoom, after traveling, I guess my computer didn't want to adapt back to the Wi-Fi. It was too good for home, I guess. So I was not able to allow anybody into the Zoom, apparently. So only one person got on, somehow got kicked off, and then nobody else, but we did record the call. So if you're interested on that call, it was on how to evaluate the prices of mobile homes as is. One of the biggest mistakes I see investors is they're over offering. The only reason why you would over offer on a mobile home is you do not know the numbers. You don't know what it's worth, and you don't know your MAO, maximum allowed offer. So go check that out. But okay, let's move along to the next one. So this one here, it is currently, I only kept it because I want to show you, a lot of you, okay, I don't know where to find my good deal yet. I keep hearing that. And again, that goes with the little fact on the beginning of the sheet. You're never going to be ready. You need to take an investment. You need to take action, and you need to figure it out. All these investments here, check out. There's some good ones. There's some okay ones, and there's some great ones on here. There is no horrible deal on here. If a mobile home needs an entire rewire, it's not going to make it on the spreadsheet. If a mobile home needs entire plumbing, it's probably not going to make it on here. If the entire roof is caving in, it is definitely not going to make it on here. So, you know, these mobile homes, we have reviewed and done a due diligence to a certain extent. That does not mean we have done the full due diligence for you. I know all the due diligence, but that's something you need to do no matter who you purchase from. You need to go out there. If you can, check it out in person. Very highly recommend that. Check it out in person, do a walkthrough, make sure it's something that you can invest in, and then decide based on numbers. Not because you don't like it, the color didn't suit you, that's irrelevant. Numbers, numbers, numbers. That's what you need to figure out, okay? But this one here, if you've been on these calls or any of our coaching, I'll tell you repeatedly, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. That is the ideal, perfect investment. Double wides, they are great. They sell well, but you don't always make the ROIs that I would like. Double wides is nothing more than 2 single wides put together. That can equal double the work, double the labor, but not always double the ROI. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. If it's minimal work, something you can come in, clean up, touch up, in and out, awesome. Get it on and take on that one. Otherwise, I would say stick to 3 bedroom, 2 bath. And we have 2 deals on the spreadsheet. I am shocked they are still on the spreadsheet. So for that reason, I'm taking one of them, and I may be taking the other one. So this one is a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 14 by 70, 86 Catalina. The lot rent, and here's where I'm talking about the numbers. The lot rent is $300, and it includes water and trash. Lot rents here lately are $400. Some of them are climbing even close to $500. They're repeatedly going up. So therefore, now you have to adapt. Okay, you have to remember. Now you are able to increase your rental. Depends if it's a rental, rent to own. It's one of those things you may have to go to the owner and reset new numbers. It's something that is starting to go up higher and higher, and it's really reducing the net what we're able to collect. Imagine at this same park at the rental rate that we have listed, we were paying 500 or 600 lot rent. You would be down to 100 or 200. That's what I'm referring to. These are the numbers you need to pay attention to. If you are paying lot rent of $300 a month and collecting $700 overall, you are pocketing $400. Now, this is only the rental rate. If you're doing a rent to own, you're financing, you're creating a note, you are the bank. Okay, in a sense, you are a bank. Therefore, you can boost this up to maybe 775, maybe 800 right in this area. Warner Robins is steady climbing up. And you'll also include interest. Okay, you'll take a large down payment that should cover everything that you have into it, including the rehab and material, or most of it, and then start taking payments. That's years to come of collective passive income. And that's what you're trying to do. Okay, so that being said, we did decide to keep this one here. It is currently being rehab. As a matter of fact, this the investor of the contractor that's texting me is they are about to be finished on this one. As I told you, we're going to keep it. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. The other one, Macon, Georgia, another one. Lot number 2. These are what is considered to be a special edition mobile homes. And it's not because it's any more beautiful. It's a mobile home. But here's where it becomes beautiful at. It is a single wide that is 4 bedroom. Okay. If you want a 4 bedroom, you typically have to get into a double wide. Double wides will be 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 3 twos, or 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. It starts growing bigger and bigger. You have the single wides that are 4 bedroom, 2 bath. It's a 16 by 80. That is the biggest, longest single wides that they make is a 16 by 84 bedroom, 2 bath. Now, what does that mean in the sense of you reselling it or renting it out? Okay. Remember, if you're doing a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, you're okay. 2 bedroom, 1 bath and lower, you are limiting yourself. Okay, less clientele. There's not going to be many families that say, oh, yes, I'll take a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, or a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Maybe they are over too many kids, right? So 3 bedroom, 2 baths tends to be ideal. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, phenomenal. Anybody will take it. You're still in a single wide, you're not in a double wide, but you're able to provide the space, which means you can up the rental rate. Now, again, like the other example, if you're doing a rent to own, creating a note, financing, I would put this more 850, maybe 875 in this area. And we do have one right next door right now collecting 775. That's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay. This is the next one that if it does not go, we will take it on. We came in, we cleaned it up. It was full of trash. The number one reason why investors pass up on mobile homes is because there's too much stuff in it. Okay. Never mind that the floors are solid, the ceiling checks out, the roof is okay, the plumbing, the electrical, those are the major expenses, by the way. Never mind. It's got too much trash in it. Okay, you're not investing because you're lacking something. That's called education. That's all there is to it. Okay, I would rather clean up a home than do rehab because this does not require rehab. So we will be touching up this one a little bit more if it stays by the end of this week because I do have to keep my contractors moving. The ARV, after repair value, means that if you were to put it on the market to sell, cash or best offer per se, you would be looking at around in the area comps of about 25,000. Okay, if you finance, obviously you go above that on that point. We're asking 9,500. This is negotiable slightly, by the way. 9,500 the best offer. Okay, but this one for sure, I want to keep y'all updated on 21 because I want to give y'all my final numbers. Now, understand one thing, by the way. When we put these units on here, all these mobile homes, we're asking 4,000. This is a very desirable number. Okay, if I was a wholesaler, this would sell all day long. People hesitate because, again, different reasons. So number one reason why people hesitate is fear, and they refuse to take action. We don't have 4,000 into it now. This is what we're marking it up to. We're marking it up, but not high enough. We're still very desirable. This is a killer deal for you all. We have major connections with a lot of park owners, including the ones in this park. The same park owner that owns this park here in this mobile home has three other parks in the area. So we work very closely with them. We're able to get them at a lot cheaper than that. When we come in and put all money into the rehab material, labor, etc., we'll probably be in about 6,000 all into it at this point. We will add up all those numbers, like I said, and we'll talk about those on next Tuesday because the home should be done at that point. It'll be done today, and it'll probably be off the market at that point as well. So any questions? Instagram, I am paying attention to you, by the way. I'm checking the screen pretty regularly. If anybody has any deals at this time, you can unmute yourself, drop a comment, or raise your hand. Like I said, I'm not going to go deal for deal, but as you can see on here, you have scrolling to do. All these are deals, opportunities, investments that are available, okay, for all of you. We got Augustus. 5 of Augustus are sold. There's a lot more people that are supposed to be going out to see the units this weekend coming up. But again, that's another area where it's good investments. Now, these are smaller units, but they're also metal on metal. Why are metal on metal my favorites? They are easy to rehab, more affordable, and roofs. Roofs are huge. If you have to replace a shingle roof, you're talking about $2,000 to $3,000. A metal roof on a single wide mobile home, you're looking at about $500. They're very easy to repair. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Charlotte, good evening. I'm going to talk about a couple advertisements because y'all going to like some of the stuff we're working on for sure. All right. Anybody has a deal, let me know here in a few minutes before we go. I'll make sure that we present it, of course. But I want to talk about a couple announcements we have coming up. So every Saturday, we started this 2 Saturdays ago, meet your speaker. On October 1st, we have the shadow event. The shadow event is a 2-day event where you come out and spend all day number 1 in classroom setting, learning every step of mobile home investing. We're going to have guest speakers there. We have contractors, handyman. We have our park owners, park managers. They're going to all be at this one event where you're not only going to be able to network, but also learn mobile home investing and a lot of other things that the speakers are going to be speaking on. Example, we've had Bill Omi, who was talking about cash flow. That was speaker number 1. Speaker number 2 was my very first coach and mentor, Mr. Trevor Evans, who was talking about really more motivating than anything. He's phenomenal. And then this Saturday at 10 in the morning, we have Brian, who's going to be talking about LLCs, corporations, and land trust. You do not want to miss that call as well. And these are, we had a virtual pre the event, and it was kind of meet your speakers quickly. They came in, spoke a little bit, and kind of off. We got a lot of emails. We got blown up with emails. I want to learn more about Trevor. I want to hear more about Brian. I want that sort of thing. So being the fact that we pushed the shadow for October 1st, we were able to now, every Saturday, we have a different speaker speaking for 30 minutes so that you really, truly get to meet your speaker. More about what they're going to be sharing. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff these speakers are going to be sharing at the event. They are coaches. They are mentors as well. So yes, you will be able to connect with them at the event, but don't miss Saturday, 10 in the morning. Okay. Shadow event, sign up for that October 1st. You do not have to attend the second day, but I highly recommend it because day number 2 is when we actually take you out to the field. We show you in and out of mobile homes. I show you specifically why it is that we rehab some mobile homes a certain way, things to look for. Okay. When you're thinking about rehabbing a mobile home, everything is a budget. I'll figure it out later. I'll go with it. That's not acceptable. Not as an investor, not as somebody who's trying to create the right investment, right ROI. So you have to learn this stuff, right? So we'll coach you, all the above. Another event that we've started as of now, okay? I'm always thinking, I'm always strategically thinking, how can we connect more? One of the things I've always been asked to is, why don't you have some of these events more so in Florida? Before COVID, we were supposed to start traveling as well. We had a couple locations in South Carolina that we were supposed to start, Spartanburg being one of them, where we have a lot of investments as well, and possibly Florence. But then, of course, COVID happened, it shut us down, all the above, and we kind of just regrouped. We're starting this to get growing and started going again. So that's kind of what we're starting to do. We still like small groups where it's more serious people that are actually ready to invest and not just talking about it, right? So what we're going to start doing is, before the shadow event, is I do want to travel and meet a lot more investors. And one of the areas that I'm being pulled to a lot is South Florida, where I've been doing a lot of networking, a lot of connecting, meeting with a lot of people, park owners. Just remember, every time I meet with a park owner, it is not only an opportunity for me, it's an opportunity for you all, because I'm able to come into these parks and use my credibility of 7 years and bring y'all into, especially if you're a GMHU student. We have 30 mobile homes that are distressed. How can you help us out, Jay? Phenomenal. We have students that are ready to rehab. They're taking education on this, that, those, etc. And they welcome you with open arms. That's huge. And that's what you're looking at, the spreadsheet. All these Augusta homes here, the park owner, happy to have GMHU students, happy to have investors, okay? So that's what we're doing out there. And yes, y'all check out the chat box, by the way. There is a lot of advertisements, a lot of links that are being posted on there as well. Instagram, I know you cannot. That's why you should be joining us on Zoom and not on Instagram, but you're limited there. But the first event, I want to have an event. What about doing a lot of these topics that we're covering and also networking? Because remember, it's not just about learning. One of the things that I push people at the events when we're coaching live in person is I tend to see people, you stay away from each other. Almost like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to her. I don't really want to mingle. I'm just here to learn. Part of learning and investing and becoming an entrepreneur is networking. Your network equals your net worth. Remember that. Is it possible that in a group setting where you're sitting with investors, with entrepreneurs, is it possible you may be able to connect with somebody who's been there and done that? Maybe somebody levels above you that you may be able to use as a connection. Absolutely. So the networking is just as important as the education side. What we're going to do is on July 30th, book it on your calendar, okay? July 30th, we're going to be in Naples, Florida. The exact location I'll share a week before the event. Naples, Florida, where I want a small group of people. We're going to connect. We're going to have a sitting. It's Saturday, July 30th from, I think if we put 11 to 2, it's probably going to be 11 to about 3 p.m. And it's nothing but networking. You're going to be there. Park owners are likely going to be there. Park managers. We're going to have a small group of people. And we're also going to cover a topic. And that topic is going to be how to get the best off-market deals. So similar to a lot of what we cover on these Zoom calls, but how about actually being in person? Let's connect together. Let's come out. It's going to be close. I think it's minutes from the beach at Naples, Florida. So if anybody's especially local, no excuse. Come and join us 3-4 hours, right? If you want to travel, send us an email. You got our email link here, GMHU admin. If you would also put my email directly on there, you can email me directly. I already had a few people. We do post all these ads, all these announcements on all over social media. If you're not following it, you should. Garcia@mhu.com. If you're not part of our CRM emails on upcoming coachings, upcoming events, you also want to make sure that you send us that as well. We will be having a website where we're going to be blasting out, where it's going to have a lot more details also on the Naples event. The Naples event is only 1 a minute. So this is what I'm talking about, is what I want from you all is, and I know most of you are going to watch this recording tomorrow. If there is an area, because right now I'm focusing on Florida and Georgia, and I'm going to be traveling. I'm thinking next time I may be downtown Atlanta somewhere. I've gotten a lot of requests from there to go downtown Atlanta somewhere. So we'll try to figure out what we can do on that as well. But if there's a state, this is where we grow. If there is a state, and I know Texas, I'm going to get hit with that. That's fine. I'll be happy to go to Texas. If there's a state, if there's an area where there's a small group of people, mobile home investors, real estate investors, realtors, brokers, whoever wants, y'all want to meet and network, we will come out and do an event there. Let's start connecting. Let's start growing. If we're going to go nationwide within the next 5 years, we got to really start stepping it up. So that's kind of what the goal is behind this. Learn, earn, educate, and keep moving, right? Any questions? Anybody has deals? I'm still waiting for a deal. State you're interested in. Yeah. All right. Well, y'all stay tuned for definitely for the social medias. We'll advertise on there, a little more specifics on there. We got IT right now working on the page, so that'll be blasted out soon as well. A lot more details, some pictures of some of the people we've connected with as well. But all right, that does it for today. Let's do deals. Don't forget tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the long version coaching, a lot more in depth, a lot more specific of how to evaluate mobile homes. If you've never attended a Wednesday, send us an email. We'll let you in at no cost. You can come and join us. That's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a great night.